Hi, my name is John Stevenson, the Guaranteed Retirement Guy, and I'm going to answer the question, what is a long-term care annuity exactly? So a lot of people want long-term care coverage, and for good reason. Right now, statistics are showing that out of 10 seniors, 7 of them are going to actually need long-term care at some point in their retirement. It's kind of sobering to think about. So none of us wants to have long-term care. We don't want to, rely on others to take care of us. But sometimes we need it, and the cost can be pretty substantial depending on how we take it. I mean, if people come to our home to help us there, we got to pay for that. If we go into maybe an assisted living center or even a long-term care facility, that can be pretty pricey, especially if you're looking for a private room. So costs are going up, people are getting older, and long-term care is definitely something we need to talk about. So a long-term care annuity is simply an annuity that is purchased for long-term care income later on. So there are annuities out there that you can put a relatively small premium in to get a large payout later on. So if you wanted to put some money into an annuity and maybe, look at some numbers at, maybe you're thinking, hey, maybe I'll need it at age 85 or 90. What will my income be if I put, say, 200,000 in, 300,000 in? How much can I get? And so a lot of people will do just that, especially if they are not healthy. A lot of times that is the only option you have for long-term care, because you can't buy a regular long-term care policy because they won't take you because maybe you're answering the questions wrong. So if you are looking for real long-term care coverage, like a pure long-term care policy, I can help you with those as well. So I'll look at all the top companies for those and we can get you the highest payout. But if you're thinking about using an annuity, a lot of annuities will double the payout. Okay, so if you need long-term care, let's say the income is $50,000 a year in just regular lifetime income. But of course, if you can't do 2 out of the 6 daily living activities, which is typically what people cannot do when they're in a long-term care facility, then it will actually double the income for about 5 years. Once the 5 years passes, then it would just go right back to the original income stream. So if it's $50,000, it'll go up to $100,000 for 5 years, and then from there, it'll drop right back down. So that's good to know, because a lot of annuities that I sell do have a doubler. I would say, though, the thing to remember about these doublers is they are based off of the value, the actual contract value in the account. Now, if you're taking income and you've been taking income for 15, 20 years, there may not be any value in there, and so there may not be a doubler. The income's still there, and you can still use it for long-term care, but if you have a policy that maybe you just purchased for long-term care, and you don't touch it, then that cash value is going to grow. And let's say you need it for long-term care 30 years from now, then you're not going to have any problem getting that income doubled, and that'll probably run your account balance down to 0 in about 5 years anyways. And then at the end of that point, of course, you'll be just, it'll revert back to the original payment of, let's say it was $50,000. You're taking $100,000 for 5 years, and then after that, it's $50,000. So, and you can set that up for a joint payout too. So if one of you, you or your spouse needs a long-term care doubler, then that will in effect work for both of you. And then, of course, once that period has ended, maybe you use it for 2 years and maybe your spouse needs it for 3 years. We have contracts that will actually do both. Okay, so it'll provide for both of you. And then, of course, at the end of the 5 years combined, then, of course, it reverts back to the regular lifetime income payout. So I hope that makes sense. If you're looking for an annuity and you're looking for an annuity specifically for long-term care, then let's chat. So you'll notice that there is a link below this video. You can get directly into my calendar and we can look at the specifics. We'll play with different numbers. Obviously, the more you put in, the more income you get, and the longer you defer it, the higher your income value, the income benefit will be later on. And of course, we can look at annuities that will double that income for you as well. So that's pretty nice to be able to have that on your annuity contract. So anyways, hope that makes sense. I hope this has provided some value to you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.